What I brought today for us to discuss is something polemic, because if people make the savings for the year, I hope today will be a day that you finish the live decided in which unit you should buy. Today it is best modeler for you in 2026 full comparison. Top tier list. Let's do the tier list. Let's demystify and understand the pros and cons for each modeler. And for those that don't know me yet, I'm 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 music teacher. I'm a music teacher, yes. We bring presets, scenes, tones, we craft together, we discuss about EQ, how to have a really good tone. We discuss a bit of how to study. I try to explain to people, I try to be friendly as possible to have a really good moment with you guys. And please subscribe in our channel, hit that button, like it, and share with your friends. If you know friends that are about to buy something but they are unaware which one they have to take it, send this live to him and this is gonna help him. Are you really interested to know what modeler I am using right now? Just listen this modeler before you judge anything, okay? So it's a clean tone. I love this. Do you know which amp I'm using, by the way? This is a 𝗙𝗵𝗵𝗁𝗐. We crafted this tone in the previous live, and I teach everyone how to do this. If you wanna, of course, I can just share. And this is, I'm not gonna say. Some already know, but for those that are new, I'm not gonna say yet. Write in the comments which one you think it is. And we can start. We're gonna see the picture of the model, the brand, the model, the US price, the European price. Sorry if I don't have your currency, forgive me. Size, weight, amp, like amp and effects, and count of them. Power and horsepower. Capturing or profiling if it does which one. Foot switch, how many. Built-in expression pedal. Mic input, if you can do mic input or not. If it's a bass friendly. More than one guitar instrument at once. Does it support or not? Does it handle or not? If it has touch screen or not, and if it has how many inch, if it is user-friendly, the pros, the cons, the ecosystem, the community updates, if about the user rating as well. You're gonna see the these are just the source where I took all the detail. So everything that we have here, it's open source. I did not took from my mind. Okay. First things first, let's understand priorities before you start thinking about which model it is the best for you, okay? So before you buy a modeler, make a question for you, such as, why buy a modeler? Why do you need to buy a modeler? Just because like, I have money, I can spend in something, okay, it's a reason. Or I have to invest on my studio and I need something powerful, okay? Start making a real question for you, why do I need to buy a modeler? Let's say you have a really huge pedal board, but you don't want to bring that every time with you because it's heavy. Or you are set up, your JCM100, 100 watts is so heavy and you cannot bring it with you, but you want a capture of that. So you can think of this question and you will have a modeler that will be able to do it. We will capture that, we'll bring your amp, your pedal board with you. So start making questions, because if you don't know why you need it, it's going to be hard for you to choose based on nothing. So you have to be based on something. Are you looking just for quality of tone? Are you looking for something cheap? Are you looking for something that you can earn money with it? Because you can earn money with it. It's an investment. You can sell presets. So let's start. Enough talking. Hit the like button. So guys, this is the tier list. But it's not the best for the worst. It's not that. It's just because it's about price. The cheapest to the most expensive one. Okay? So as you can see here, it's crazy the size of this thing here, right? 492 per 262 per 110. It's something big. Okay, we're not talking about, let me go in the camera. It's something like huge, like this, you know? It's not something small. So if you're thinking of something small, Helix is not gonna be, at least the floor, okay, this one, is not gonna be something that you would like about the size. I'm just talking about this. But if you don't mind about the size and you like pedal, it comes with pedal. If you're looking for something not heavy, this is not the case. It's 5 kilos, 250. So if you're thinking that you're gonna replace your pedal board for something light, Helix is not the case. Okay, it is really heavy as well. So bigger, heavy, and now you start to wonder like, oh, you are starting to complain too much about this unit, so this unit is not good. No, it's not this. I'm just being real here. So if you don't mind about size and weight, this is not a complaint, okay? But if you mind, keep in mind that Helix, it's a bit heavy and large. So what does it come? It comes with it launches with 22 new Agora amps models, plus the Helix HX legacy compatibility and broad effects library. So what does it mean? So for those that don't know, the Helix this no one that did the last version, they just released it, but they copy and paste the library that they have from the previous one. So the previous unit comes with all of them here in Helix, okay? So you're gonna have access of everything that Helix has in this new thing. It sounds good, yeah, it sounds cool, it's nice, because you're gonna have access of everything that is old, already released. So the only new things that you're gonna have is going to be in terms of amps, okay? This type of thing, it is the new 22 new Agora amp. And of course some pedal maybe that they release, etc., the plus Helix, etc. Talking about Fractal, as we can see, I'm gonna go just a bit up for you to see the comparison. It's a bit larger, let's say, than Helix, but in terms of practical thing, it's not that practical thing because it's big. So if you think of something that's going to be like your interface in your table, that's not a cool thing, you know. It's more like a floor unit, like a pedal with foot switch, stomped, etc., etc. And that's the thing. If you think more about billion of, like a library, that's the man, you know, that's the unit. Don't think about like size or weight. You don't mind about this, but you mind about quality and variety. That's crazy. That's a lot. That's a lot. Keep going. We go now with Cortex, something that I kind of like mastered because I have it, so I can talk about this thing with mastery. So Cortex is a really small unit, as you can see here. One is 500, another is 290, which means it's like half of the unit, okay? So it's something small, compact, flat, practical, and don't think that is something easy to break, okay? Like plastic, this type of thing, you know, like, no, it is really solid. It's good, it's good. Despite the cable, the power cable, because the power cable is something really small and thin, like the cell phone power cable. It's a shame what they did with this, but it's okay. It's okay. It's the only thing that I would say that it can be a complaint, not for me, because my Cortex is there. It's not in the floor. I'm not bringing anywhere for now, so it's not a complaint for me. But yeah, it would be better if it was something different. But it's light, which means if you place in your gig bag, you can have your guitar, your gig bag, and just go, and you'll be fine to go. What does it has? It has 90 plus amps, 100 plus effects. You can have more than 2,000 slots to place IR, okay? Doesn't come with IR, but comes with capture, a lot of capture. The capture V1 and the V2, which means the versions of the new captures, and it's a lot. So keep going, we have the Fender. The Fender, as you can compare to the Fractal, is quite close, a bit more, but it's something thick. Thinking about something really thick, while the Cortex is flat, the Fender is like small, of course, than the Helix, etc., but it's thick, and it's 4 kilos, the double of Cortex, and it's not heavier as Fractal and Helix, but it's 4 kilos, it's something heavy. And what does it come? It comes with 27 amps, 26 cabinets, 7 mics, 89 effects, plus other modern content and IR support. So it's cool. It's not something that has a lot of things, but the other things that comes with this unit make it worth, let's say. So keep going, we have the Kemper now. And the Kemper is bigger than the Fender, almost the same size as Helix, a bit smaller than the Helix and Fractal. It's heavy, quite close to Fractal and Helix. And what does it do? Kemper. Kemper does profile-based system. Thousands of rigs available, 7 new additional effects slots in MK2. This is a really good library as well. So the difference is like, what does it mean profile for those that don't know? It is, they take the amp and they do the profile of exactly the frequency that the amp does. It's kind of, it's not a capturing, but they can do exactly the frequency of that amp. So the profile that they does, it really imitates the frequency of the amp. Keep going, we have the previous version of the Helix 6, that it is the Helix floor. It's something really huge. I saw this in person. It was something really big. I was like, what? That's so big. But it comes with 62 amp, 37 cabinets, 17 mics, and 104 effects. So it comes with a lot of things. It's cool. It's not something new because it's already the previous of the new one. It's something heavy, 6.62, but it does the job. It's cool. Okay, keep going. We have something smaller than that. We have the FM3 that is almost the half size of the Fractal FM9. The FM3 is 281, almost the same size as the Cortex. It's a bit heavier than Cortex, 1 kilo and 200 grams more than Cortex, but it's insane because it came with all the ecosystem of Fractal. Okay, everything that has the FM9 will have in the FM3, but of course it would be unfair to do the same job as the FM9. So of course, in terms of what we're gonna talk about later, the power, it's where it makes the difference. We have here the HeadRush. HeadRush is something huge, like a surfboard. Sorry, I couldn't hold this joke because when I saw this thing here, I was like, what? It is that? It looks like a bed for my guitar. It's super huge. It's like something. It's like a table. But it comes with a lot of foot switch, as you can see in the picture, pedal expression, so it's not big for nothing. And it's heavy as a pig, 7.50 kilos. But it's a large guitar, bass, vocal library. So we can already know that it comes with guitar, bass, vocal library, official page, emphasize huge library rather than a fixed current count. So it's a lot of library that they have there. It's not only just for guitar. Here comes something that I almost bought, so I have the knowledge of this one, especially for the tone, and it's something really cool. It's small, like Cortex, and beautiful. Forgive me, I have to say, my wife almost made me buy this because she loved the appearance of this thing here. It's really beautiful, right, love? Honey, my wife liked this because of the appearance of this, and especially because of the tone as well. It's a really good tone. So it's small, has a lot of foot switch, it's good, it's light, less than a Cortex. It's just 1800 grams. It comes with 9 plus amps, 68 cabinets, 460 plus effects, more than 100 pedals models, and it's super cool, especially now that it is 489 euros. I'm almost convincing my wife to buy this as well for us. Like I stay with Cortex, do the capture, do those things, and placing the Ampero Hotone, and I do my gig outside. Just use, like, for example, Cortex for my studio. And this is a dream, let's say, to have it. It's cool, it's cool. It's something like you don't need, you don't need, but it's addiction of guitarists. Keep going, we have the HeadRush without the pedal expression, and it is smaller than that. So as we could see the difference, 2 lines of foot switch, expression pedal, with just 1 line. 4 buttons here, just 2 here. 1 here, 3 here. So if you were complaining before about that, now you're not gonna have any problem about the size. But it's still 400 per 235, so it's the same size as the, a bit bigger than the Fender, okay? But it's not that heavy. It's the same as the Fender Tone Master Pro, almost 4 kilo. It's a large guitar bass vocal library, as the same as the other one, so it's cool. It's nice unit. It's nice units in this way. Okay, keep going. We have the lovely AM4. Wow, that's lovely, right? Because it's something small as Cortex, something lighter than Cortex. It comes with Fractal Amp cabinet effects platform in a simplified compact unit, 4 channels per preset. So we can see here that you have 4 foot switch stump. You're not gonna have everything that Fractal has, and not the power of the other units, but the quality of the amps and the effects. So the quality is exactly the same. So what we have in Cortex, oh, pardon me, I love Cortex, I'm saying Cortex. FM9, XFX3, FM3, you're gonna have the same here, okay? The same here, like the quality. Boss, forgive me, I'm not that expert in this one, but we have the specification here. It's something big, 406, so we are getting close to Helix and FM9. Something not that heavy as, it's a bit lighter than Fractal and Helix, just 3.5 kilos. It comes with 32 AIRD amps, 170 plus effects. And we know, let's be honest, Boss does a really good pedals, right? So the model, it's gonna be a really good thing as well. Talking about the GE300, we have a unit that it is a bit smaller than the Boss, 3 kilos, so lighter than the other one. And it's nice because it comes with the foot switch, 10 foot switch and expression pedal, so it's super cool. It comes with 108 amps, wow, that's a lot. 164 effects, 43 cabinets, plus IR support. So I will be honest with you, we know that we are addicted of guitar amps, and we want the more as we want as possible, but it's more than 3.5 months that I have my Cortex, and I'll be honest with you, I still did not use all the amps. I'm not even joking. I could not still see all the presets that the factory presets has. I'm saying that it's cool to have a lot, but sometimes it's because we want a lot, but sometimes we do not even end up playing with that a lot. Keep going, we have the TONEX pedal. It's something really small, okay? It's not the smallest in the list, but it's something like this, if you can see in the camera. So it's something good for the power of the unit. It is less than 1 kilo. So if you take just this thing here with you, you can place in your pocket almost and bring with you, okay? Then this beautiful thing here has 150 onboard presets, 1,000 premium tone models included via TONEX ecosystem, onboard effects added via TONEX effects. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but the universe of TONEX, you can take people's capture and place it here in the TONEX pedal. So imagine people does capture and you bring in this thing here and it's just this size, all right? So it's crazy, so good as heaven. Starting now about the UA pedal, something that I will be honest with you, my personal opinion. If I have all the money to invest in pedals like this, I know that we are talking about motor itself, this is kind of like, comes with the power of the motor itself. If I would buy something crazy to create my pedal board, I would definitely buy just UA pedals, UA models, let's say. I would take the Dream, I would take the Vox, I would take the Marshall, I would take the Twin. I will build something for UA pedal because they create something so good. For example, I saw comparison, for example, this is the Dream, okay, the Dream, so the Fender Dream. I saw comparison of Fractal, Fractal Tone Master Pro, Cortex against versus this Dream. And in the end, this Dream, of course, compare Dream versus Dream, okay? The Dream pedal from UA, Universal Audio, is the closest as possible of the Dream amp, the real one. So if you're thinking of something of really close, but unfortunately, this is just a Dream, okay? So you are buying like 3 amp voicing, multiple cabins, boost, reverb, vibrato, and stereo. So it's kind of like the amp in this pedal. Thinking about the Dream pedal, but here in, Dream amp, in the Dream pedal. Thank you, my love. She was correcting me. So thinking about the Dream amp, big, right? But in a pedal, it is this. So here, as you can see, you have the buttons to change, to twin, and here you have the cabinets for you to twin. If I'm not wrong, you have also the possibility to see the microphone and stuff like that. It's crazy, it's crazy, it's really good. Like, about the quality, I'll be honest with you, Universal Audio Pedals does one of the best in this list, okay? They are good in what they do. For example, they do the Dream is gonna be like the top one, let's say. Or if not the top one, it is in the top 1 and 2 of this list. It's the closest as one. And if it does the Vox as this one here, the UX-Ruby, it's the same size, etc., 3 channels, etc., 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 but this is based in Vox. And it's gonna be exactly the Vox amp. It's gonna sound really close. So if you like one specific sound, tone, for example, you love Dream, you love Vox, you love Marshall, you don't think about lots of amps, cabinets, effects, etc. You just like that thing because you want that thing. Here you go. Here it goes. So I'm not going to talk about all of them because I already explained them and they are basically the same. So one is Dream, another is Vox, the Lion Wind is a Marshall, and this one it is the Tweed. And it's good, my lovely friends, It is good, okay? If I could have the opportunity, I would base my pedal board in this type of things. I would buy like the overdrive pedal from UA, the delay, etc. And based on, like, for example, the clean, I would buy like the Dream. I want the crunch, I would buy the Vox. And I wanted something more lead, powerful, I would buy the Lion, the Marshall one, and I would build my pedal board there, you know? So it's something insane, insane. And it's funny because every time I say I would buy, my wife starts doing this. She's like, you're gonna what? Stay in for Cortex. So that's Valeton. I'm just joking. She was not doing that face. It's just jokes. This is the Valeton, and it's lovely. It's a really beautiful and tiny device because it's not that big. It's 345 per 220. It's not heavy, it's 2 kilos and 300 grams, so it's something cool for you to. It's not smaller than Cortex, but it's cool. It's cool. It's nice because it comes also with the special pedal and has a lot of foot switch. It comes with 140 amps, cabinets, types, 100 plus effects, stomp models, so it's insane. And look at the price, 277 or 275. Just remember, I'm not a sponsor, I'm not being paid for anything. What I'm doing here is just a friendly advice. So we talk about effects, now we start to talk about what? Talk about pros, cons, the ecosystem, and the rating of people. Okay, let's go. If you like this live, please hit the like button, subscribe in our channel. Let's start with this guy here. Helix Stadium, massive I/O, big touchscreen, modern workflow, cloud features, strong live performance center, few than old Helix. So it's incredible about this because it's something really like, man, you are in 2026, okay? And this device shows us that we are in 2026, okay? The technology of the device, the community is cool. For you to invest and make money with it is nice. You can sell preset. If I'm not wrong, you can share your preset to others. It's a powerful unit. Now it's doing the capture. They are fixing some bugs. I'm not blaming, not complaining, because it's a new device, so we have to expect that we will have some issue. This is normal. As Cortex promised a billion of things it cannot deliver, but now they are delivering after three years. It's fine, so they are in the process of fix some bugs. Now the cons of this unit. Brand new platform, premium price. It's the most expensive in our list. Or I think it's the most expensive in the world. Just losing for XFX3, but like XFX3 is not like a with a foot stomp, you know. Long-term update depth is still unproven, so they are still fixing things in this process. I will add some cons now in my opinion, okay? In my opinion. So cons, the cons of Helix for me, it's just my cons. So take what is good and discard what is not good for you, okay? If you like some of my comment, that's cool. If you disagree, it's fine. You can respectfully disagree with me, no problem at all. You don't need to agree 100%. But For 2,400 euros, you buy something that they copy and paste the library of the previous device and just add 22 new agoras only. I think that's too much. I'm not saying the device is not good. I'm saying it's good. My complaint is with the price. The price is my complaint. If you have the money, bam, just go. If you have the money, do it. But if money for you, it's an issue, you are still thinking about the money, so let's talk about this. Because for 2,400 euros, it's too much. Like, the experience of the Helix, it's marvelous. I would be honest with you. If Helix Stadium was the same price as Cortex, I'm gonna look to my wife and say to her, I don't think we would be Cortex at this moment. I don't think so. Because we just look at each other and we were like, Helix is so cool. Like, man, it's a toy for guitarists that love dial and craft tones, you know? It's a paradise, it's a Disneyland. It's incredible. The thing for me, it is price, just this. About the tone. To be honest, if you are a really good guy to craft tones, you can craft a tone really good that will sound nice, you know? And you're gonna be happy with Helix. The thing is, look at me, you're gonna understand, guys. Write this down. If you don't have knowledge enough to craft tone, if you have FM9, if you have a Helix Stadium, if you have Kemper, nothing gonna sound good in your hand. Don't think that you're gonna press the button, turn on, and it's gonna sound good. You're gonna be frustrated. Anyway, let's go for Fractal. Top tier sounds. Routing effects, amp and support, extremely powerful for stage, studio, excellent updates. Fractal, it's a good community, nice things, has a top tier sounds. If you are nerd, if you like to craft tones, if you like to have a lot of settings and section to craft your tone, Fractal is the best to offer for you to create a tone. Like, you're gonna spend a lot of time, you like, okay, go with Fractal. If you wanna if you like to craft, to get close to the best sound, Fractal will be the good choice. Why? Because you can sound good as the amp with Fractal, but just because you like to craft, to spend time. Cons of Fractal: learning curve, no touch screen or onboard treadle, expensive neuro. So let me tell you something about my cons with Fractal. Fractal is good. I like to craft tones, etc. But the problem is I don't have so much time to spend, like 2-3 hours in one preset to study and knows how to use things and etc. Which means that this would be a bit problem for me. But just in the beginning, until I learned, okay, this was a small cons for me. But the cons is you are paying 2,300 euros, because here in Europe is the most expensive. Because if it was in US, most probably I would buy it because of the price is cheaper. But you are paying that amount of a device that does not come with touch screen. You cannot sing, you cannot use a microphone. It's not meant to use with more than one guitar. You can do workaround, but workaround is not meant to. And we are talking about 2,300 euros. That's too much money, for me at least. I'm not rich, so for me it's too much money. So what I'm telling here is my opinion, humble opinion. I'm not saying the device is bad, but I'm trying to give you my experience, because then you can maybe relate with me or not. So keep going. Now we are talking about the fantastic form factor. That's funny, who write this. Fast workflow, strong capture, excellent feel, and portability. Cons, I'm gonna read everything, then I will comment. Expensive, comparing to Fractal and Helix, is not expensive, but okay. It is still premium value. It's like 1,700 euros now. Some users still want deeper legacy feature, parity versus Fractal Helix, no built-in treadle. Strong cloud community presence, active Core OS, Cortex control, update, and community forum. So I have the unit after 4 months using, and I don't regret at all. Capture, good captures. incredible. Powerful unit, it's powerful unit. I can do so much, so many things there, like with amps. It's so incredible to craft tone there. It's friendly, it's easier, it does not take too much for me. It sounds good, it's incredible sounds, the feeling it's nice, it's light, it's practical, does not take so much space. But what I would complain, maybe I would complain in two things. The first thing that I complain about Cortex, that is not the same friendly device as Helix, that you can see the amp, you can tune the button, and then you can enjoy, etc. However, I am still happy when I'm crafting tones. But I'm just saying, like, it would be even better if you have this. Maybe in the future, but I'm not saying. However, Cortex, it's cheaper than Helix, cheaper than Fractal, and if you think of this power of this unit for this price, it's crazy. Cortex in that time was doing capturing, and the Helix was not doing. And that was like, okay, I one more point for Cortex. Then I thought Cortex, it's already like upgrading the capturing, and I was like, okay, and it has more new amps, etc. And the Helix just brought 22 algoras. I was like, that's fewer compared to that price. So in the end, I was like, is it that worth? But then I started complaining with Cortex. I was like, but it's not that cool as Helix, because the device itself, it's not that friendly as the other. But I was like, but I don't know when it's gonna come with the capture. So now in this stage here, right now, the Helix can do the capture, the proxy there itself. The Helix is updating, it's fixing the bugs, and it's better now. It's much better now. The community is cool. What you have to think is, do you like plugins as well? Because Cortex can use all the plugins of Nero inside, so you can bring everything. You can. I did not compare the tone of one capture to the other, but at least I can assume that Cortex has a really great capture, really good one. I'm not sure how the Helix it is right now, but I can kind of presume that it's new. So maybe, and forgive me for not placing the mini Cortex here. This would be one of the best choice in the list, the mini Cortex. The only thing is that it's less foot switch. Just this, my complaint. Just less foot switch. Because the rest, it's incredible. The mini Cortex, it's just mini size. It's powerful as the Cortex, you know. The only thing that I would complain about the mini Cortex is two things. Less foot switch and the price. Because for a bit more money, you can have the Cortex. Just a bit more, like 300 euros and you can have it. Keep going and jump into Fender. Guys, please, if you have questions, if you have comments, just drop in the chat, let's talk together, let's dial together in this, because your experience is gonna help each other and other people while they are trying to purchase this. So now it comes to Fender. Fender, excellent interface, strong stock sounds, very strong stock, sounds very approachable for players who dislike menu diving, compact for a flagship. Cons for this, newer ecosystem than Helix, Kemper, Fractal, no profiling capture, premium price. The ecosystem is growing ecosystem with official software cloud, assets and ongoing Fender support, but still younger than Helix, Kemper, and Fractal. I would say my pros and cons with Fender. Pros is friendly, so cool. It's one that will compete with Helix with less price. So it's so nice, so nice. You really have like your amp in front of you to tune the buttons. That you like, it's really cool. But the cons for me is expensive unit for not doing capture, profiling, should not play with two guitars. The ecosystem, like, it's not like Cortex and Kemper, Kemper, Fractal, and Helix, so it's not that cool as. The tone, it's nice, it sounds good, and keep going. Kemper, there's a legendary profiling work for the best ever that we have in the modern universe. Huge rig ecosystem, still a serious pro tool for stage and studio. If you are the guy that loves tone, here goes another option for you instead of Fractal for less price. So cheaper than Fractal, but good as it's Kemper. A lot of foot switch, more than Fractal. and hard as Fractal, so you're gonna have the same struggling. So that's my cons, because it's hard as hell to craft here the tone. I'm just doing compared to the others, can be easier after you learn, but compared to other units here, it's hard. But the thing is that Kemper sounds so good, but does not do capture, does profiling. Here it says, older UI philosophy than newer touch device. Not everyone prefers the Kemper workflow versus modern modelers. That's the thing, look at this thing here, it's old, you know, looks like, as I said, like something in 2001. But does the job, sounds really good, it's really amazing. Keep going now with Helix. This is other old version, very mature ecosystem, excellent routing, dependable live studio 2, huge tutorial preset. The cons is aging hardware UI versus newer touch units, heavier, no profiling cap. It's like the cons is big unit, heavier. The sounds, it's not that high profile sounds as the others new devices that they came with new technology, but it's cool as well, like it's nice, it's a good option. Here goes the FM3, something cheaper than FM9, nice as well, good. It's going to have one of the best tone in the list, but cons for me, only 3 onboard switch, needs external controller sooner than FM9, steeper learning curve than touch rivals, like the same cons for FM9 I'll give it to FM3, but I will also add 2 more cons. Just 3-foot switch, really expensive to have just 3-foot switch. So the workaround that you have to do here, it's crazy. The other is like, is not powerful as the FM9. It has less CPU, like the unit is not powerful as. So if you think that you're gonna, like you see those people doing a lot of great tone with Fractal, but sometimes you're not gonna be able to do in FM3. So in the end, you're gonna feel a bit frustrated because it does just half of the power as FM9. Keep going. HeadRush, very easy to learn. This is one of the best pros that we have. HeadRush is really cool. Strong practice feature, vocal processing and cloning are attractive. Wi-Fi, cloud is convenient. The thing cooler in this thing here is, if I'm not wrong, is that you can have kind of like a backing track inside of this. That's super cool, like for you to study, do your gigs, gym, you can gym as well, because this thing is heavy as pig, like 7 kilos for you, so yes, it is heavy, that's my cons. Heavier, bulkier, stock model depth is not as highly regarded as Fractal Helix by some power users. So that's the cons. So in terms of the tones of this device, people, the users used to say that it's not that good as the others, okay? But does some system of capture as well. It's easier to use, it's nice. If you're thinking something that, like, let's say, it's gonna be kind of like your pedal board, but all together, that's the thing, okay? Now, going to the baby one, the one that I almost bought, I like this one. I search a lot of this, maybe in the future I'm gonna buy one, because now it's cheaper, it's cool, sounds great, does capture, it's very light, modern touch, workflow, lots of models for the money, great value for guitar, bass and vocals. So man, imagine you take captures and you place there in this thing. Just buy IR and place a capture there, and bam, we're gonna have something really cool with really powerful thing. Has foot switch enough, strong unit. Like, the concern of this thing is the CPU. For me, it's so. Let's be honest. Like, you pay kind of like 1/3 of the amount of a Cortex. You don't expect to have the same power as Cortex. So, but even though you can play with 2 guitars, 1 microphone, you know, look at this. Compared to FM3, you can do a lot of things. And the thing is, the cons here that says that it's a smaller ecosystem and weaker prestige than Helix, Fractal, Quad, Kemper onboard treadle or capture. Yes, like it's something new, like from China, they are still growing, but let's be honest, China is conquering the entire world in terms of technology, AI. They are crazy. They are, like, in terms of good words, I'm saying crazy in terms of like they are intelligent, smart guys. So they are doing really good things. So Hotone is growing and it's a really good thing. HeadRush, but without the special pad. I'm not gonna dive too much in here because it's the same thing without just the expression pedal, okay? Compact, practical, vocals, guitar in one box, easier than many higher end rivals. Does the same thing as the other, but fewer onboard controls, foot switch. And then Prime, smaller ecosystem, many players add an external special pedal, so that's it, you know, like not that much thing to concern. This guy here, sorry, I don't want to be the hater of this guy. The only thing that I love in this thing is the tone. It's incredible how it is the same tone as FM9, FM3, but it's so sad. For example, you have drive, amp, delay, reverb, but you cannot place your modulars like now. Your channels here, your like stocks here, it's done. It's just 4 things. If you add the drive, delay, reverb, you cannot add the chorus, let's say. You cannot add dual delay, or you have to remove another thing. Like you have to do so many workarounds to use in this way. In the end, for me, it was not worth. Maybe people just like amp, drive, delay, reverb, they're happy with that and they want a good tone. Okay, fine with that. If it's good for you, I'm going to help you. I'm fine that I helped you with this. Cheaper, and you can have it. If you're thinking of AM4, before you buy it, I would add one more option for you to think twice. Mini Cortex. Place that, check it, and then you go back and talk with me. Because maybe you're gonna end up happy with Mini Cortex. It has also 4 foot switch, but the unit is so much powerful and does so much more, unless you are fanatic with tonal fractal. But for me, I would say it's not worth. Getting end of the video, stable, practical, affordable for the feature set boss, reliable touch UI, helps a lot. Less prestigious, expensive ecosystem than Helix Fractal Quad, no capture profiling. And the thing here is for boss, compared to the prestigious guys, of course, will be different. But compared to the lower list here, lower in terms of price, it's something that it is the top tier. Okay, sounds good, it's nice, it's cool, has expression pedal as well, has a lot of foot switch, it's touch screen, sounds really good. The ecosystem is nice, and let's be honest, Boss does a lot of good sounds. Keep going. We have the GE Mooer. Strong value, yeah, that's true, that's true. Lots of feature builds in special expression, capture include at mid-price. So man, look at this, capture include. That's cool, but the con says is smaller community and is lower ecosystem than the premium guy. So the thing here, when we start talking about the modelers that are cheaper, we cannot compare anymore with Cortex, Kemper, Fractal, because they are cheaper. What you have to start comparing now and making a comparison is GE Mooer against Ampero or against Valeton. So it's good, guys. It's just 400 each, less than 500 euros, and it does the job. It's good, does capture. So if you for this price does capture, you just need to compare then the capture of the Ampero against this one, because this guy here, the Boss, does not do capture. But do you like capture? You don't like capture? Or do you prefer just the modelers inside of that? So you have to check if the tone is an issue for you. Check the tone for Mooer, for Boss, and for Ampero. TONEX, excellent amp capture ecosystem, so it does a really good capture. Footprint sounds far above its price, so strong studio to board portability. It's cool. You're gonna have a really good tone with that thing, but the only thing is, this guy will not do the same thing as this guy, because this guy here, it has expression pedal, you're gonna do like your whole entire board. This one is just 3 foot switch. Most probably that you add the TONEX with more pedals in your pedal board. Okay, your expression pedal, maybe you're gonna have, I don't know, delay, reverb, this type of thing. So most probably that you need something else. But it does the job, it's cool. I'm just saying about like thinking of you buy one thing only and do everything that you need for your setup. They said that's not a full flagship floorboard, so as I said, I already said this. Fewer foot switch, I said this. Routing option, built-in effects are still more limited than Helix Fractal class. Okay, that's not even a concern because we're not gonna compare to class. So these 4 guys here, the pros thing is it sounds the best sound of the list, you know. As I said before, if you take the Dream, it's going to be on the best Dream sounds. they're the best Vox sounds. You can take Fractal, you can take all of them, place against this pedal here, they're gonna be like on side by side, and if you place the original Vox, it will sound really quite similar of that. And what can I say of the cons of this? The only cons is that it's just this, the pedal is just that motor itself, one sound, one amp, and that's it. But that's not too much cons, And to finish, the Valeton, for the price of this, it does a lot, to be honest. So if you don't have money, this thing here, it's cheaper and will do a lot for you. Excellent bang for buck, light and simple, enough I/O features for many working players. The cons it says is that not in the same sound depth leagues as the flagship units, smaller community, fewer premium workflow features. The only thing that I would say for Valeton is that, of course, if you compare to premium's price, of course the sound's not going to be the same. But as I said to you, if you know how to EQ, you're going to sound cool. And let's be honest, 8-foot switch, expression pedal, you save money, you have already one model in your hands, you're going to do a lot of job, then you just save more money for something really expensive in the future because you do not, let's say, waste it a lot. So here goes our tier ranking. So tier S, line 6. Why it lands here? Because it's a newest Helix flagship with a serial lead in UI, I/O, cloning workflow, and live control, plus the weight of the Helix ecosystem behind it. So it stands on the tier S because it's a really good device, friendly, easy to use. You're gonna have a really fun moment with this device, okay? The power of this unit will bring you in Disneyland, let's say. Another tier S that we're gonna place it here is Cortex. Why? Because it's still one of the strongest combination of sounds, compactness, capture, touchscreen speed, and market mind share. So this unit is lovely as heaven because it does a lot of job, okay? In terms of quality of capture, in terms of powerful unit with multiple instruments, microphone, the whole band in there, can use your plugins there. Man, a lot of foot switch, compact, light, you can bring it with you in your gig bag. It's so cool, it's easy. Cortex does the job. I have one, I don't regret, I recommend. Now we go for the other tier S, it is Fractal. Why? Why stands here? Because elite sound, routine, effects, pro level, depth, okay? And one of the most respected platforms for demanding players. So if you are talking about one of the best model in terms of tone, here goes FM9, okay? It is really good. It has one of the best tone ever. If you want another tier S, here goes Kemper Profiling Stage MK2, okay? Still elite because profiling remains iconic and the ecosystem rigs profile is huge and proven. So let's see now about the A+ tier list, who stands and stay on this table. Line 6 Helix floor, it's older than the newest leaders, but still one of the most used and trusted all-rounders on the planet. People that has this Helix, they did not sold it because they love it. Or if they have the money, they stay on Helix platform and just jump to the next generation, okay? And it's really cool. Another guy that sits on the table of A+ is Fender Tone Master Pro. Why? Because it's excellent touchscreen work for strong stock tones and one of the friendliest modern premium board. Yes, this is one of the friendliest ever. Another guy that sits on the table, it is FM3, okay? FM3, it is delivers a fractal sounds in a smaller form, but drops a tier because the 3-switch layout limits standalone stage comfort. And I can add two more guys here in this tier, the mini Cortex plus the Helix Stadium, the one that it is without, the new one without the expression pedal, okay? Another, for this guy here that sits on the table, it's IK Multimedia TONEX pedal, a capture ecosystem monster at its price. So for the price of this thing here, and the capture that does, the tone that does, it's great, but not as complete as flagship multi-FX boards. And then our tier A is going to be HeadRush Prime. Very easy to use, strong guitar plus vocal feature set, a broad appeal, but powers users still rank in depth below as the other tier. That's why it's not in the tier S. Keep our tier list. Who sits in the table here also is the boss, GX100. Reliable, affordable, very usable, and backed by boss, but not as deep or prestigious as the upper tiers. Yes, it's cool, has a lot for the price, it has to be here in tier A. And Hotone Ampero 2 stage, excellent value, modern workflow, but the ecosystem and market pool are still smaller. It's growing, okay? It's nice, but it's still being developed. Fractal Audio AM4, it's strong because it inherits Fractal sound quality and pack it into a compact board, but it's too new and too limited to rank above FM3 and FM9. And let's be honest, as I said, this guide cannot go up because of the limit of the CPU, and it cannot sit in the same table as FM3 because FM3 does so much more than M4. They sound the same. However, FM3 is still powerful than this guy here. This guy has only 4 blocks and it's limited, but in terms of quality of tone, I would say that for tier A, this guy and the 𝗬𝗍𝗶𝗄𝗆 is the best for tone. So 𝗬𝗍𝗶𝗄𝗆, it's cool. It's unfair to not be in the tier S because it has just the pedal itself with this amp. It's cool, but does not do, let's say, capture. You know, I cannot even give a concern or complain with these things, you know, cons with the same, because it's cool, the pedal. It is only not in the other tiers because it does not do all the things as the other does, you know. So, and this tier B, the HeadRush, good compact version of the Prime concept, but fewer controls and less flagship feel. And for the price, maybe the other guys here would be better option than this one, you know. The Mooer GE300 is still relevant and good value with capture included, but it still feels older and less competitive now. Now to finish, we have the Valeton GP-200, very strong budget option, but clearly below premium units in depth, polish, and ecosystem. But it's, for the price, it's cool. And this guy here, I would be placing them here in the A, okay? Because that's the same other concerns of all of this. So this tier list was more based on all of these things. If it's larger, heavier, good capture, no profiling, can do proxy, can have many amps, less amps, if the ecosystem is good or not. If this tier list is based in everything here that we checked, plus what people community says, so it end up in here. This is my Vox with my quad Cortex, and I'm using my IRs. And you see, in the end, I just want you to buy something that it sounds good for you and you are happy with the device. Please give the like, subscribe in our channel. If you want me to talk about other modelers itself, I'll bring it. And just make question, I'll be here to help. And if just to finish, if you wanna study, if you're looking for a music teacher, if you want courses, if you want to study in your time, if you want a class, you're gonna have my link now in the chat, okay, for you to be able to learn a bit more of my procedure, where you can have the course of beginners, intermediate, or advanced, or just a course that establishes a really good routine for you. You're gonna be able to go there and check which one is good for you. Take the opportunity, it is in promotion, so right now it's really cheaper. If you have questions, please contact me via email, Instagram, YouTube. You can drop the comment here. I'm glad once again that everyone was here, and may God bless you.